Hello 911 Restoration. This is Joel from JND SEO. And we talked earlier today, so I wanted to send this video over to show you 3 ways that you could beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more, that's great. Let's just set up a 10-minute phone call. And if not, no problem, guys. I'm going to give you free tips right in this. You could go ahead and apply those right to your site. And you guys do have a very nice looking site, I want to tell you. And it looks like it was potentially professionally done. And it looks really good. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is just content. So just looking at your site, you guys do have a good chunk of content here talking about all your services. You guys probably have, I'm just going to say you probably have probably close to 800 words of content on your page. And Google recommends having about 1,500. And that's what I recommend really as well. And the reason for that is really 2 reasons. Number 1, the more content you have, the higher Google is going to rank you in searches. But the other reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. As an example, I've just put in roofing Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's an area you guys service as well as a service you offer. So it just made sense, right? And also it's what new customers are going to search if they're looking for services like yours in your area. So let's look from a new customer's eyes. First thing they would see would be all of these ads. And companies are just paying to be seen first to get more customers, right? After that, we're going to find these map section, this area here. Top 3 companies show up in this preview screen. This is all based on citations. And that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. And these are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. And we'll actually see a few of these in the next part. Now we're going to get to the organic section. We're going to get 10 results per page here. And this is true with any Google search pretty much at all. And these all show up based on Google's algorithm and formula. And we know that 2 parts of that now have to do with amount of content on your page and the number of keywords on your page. So we could rank our results based on this key phrase, roofing Fayetteville, North Carolina. Number 1 would go to Baker Roofing. Number 2 would go to Better Business Bureau. 3 would go to Home Advisor. 4 would go to Blue Ribbon Roofing. Both Better Business Bureau and Home Advisor are directories. Just to mention that, they can get mixed in there as well. So next I've put your website, 911restorationfayetteville.com, into a program I use called Ahrefs. This site is not 100% accurate, I'll be honest with you right there. But it does give us a pretty good snapshot of what's going on with your site. So first thing I noticed, you guys don't have any headers on your page. If you had some headers, this would make it a little bit easier for Google to find you in searches. Typically, companies will put their business name or company name in the header, as well as a few keywords as well. After that, I want to dig into the numbers a little bit. So 19 referring domains, and these are sending you back the 29 links back to your page. All the referring domains is talking about is it's just websites that you guys have links on, right? When people click those links, it sends people back to your site. So on the 19 sites that you have links on, you have 29 sites. So there's there's a little bit, it's about 1.5 per site, right? If we broke down the math there. And basically these links give your site some power by almost like being a reference to your site. And so they help your site with power, and that's what helps you to rank into Google. And then after that, we're going to have 63 keywords or key phrases. This is just like the example I put in, roofing Fayetteville, North Carolina. That would be what these could be. And these are what really drive the traffic to your site. And so the 63 you have are bringing 3 visitors to your site per month right now. So let's just take a quick look at your keywords. And let's just see what you guys have here and where your traffic's coming from, where your visitors are coming from. First thing we see is water damage, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I know you guys do a lot with kind of emergency services, so this is a good one for you guys. And 30 people do search this every single month, just to give you kind of an example here. And for this, you guys are ranking as number 7. So we know that there's 10 results per page. We talked about this on the Google page. And so if you want to be on the first page for any keyword, you just have to be in the top 10. So for water damage, Fayetteville, North Carolina, you did it. You got in the top 10. And but the higher up your position, if you're in the top 5 or top 3, you're going to get a larger percentage of the volume of people who search it, right? So the higher you get about that with that, the better. So next up, water restoration, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and 10 people search that. And for this one, you guys are number 6. And the next one, restoration companies in Fayetteville, North Carolina, 20 people search it. You guys are number 9, so at the bottom of the first page. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, all of your visitors are coming from these top 3. Because these are the top ones you're on the first page for. And what we've actually found out is that 80 to 85% of people who do searches on Google or any search engine, they don't go to page 2. 80 to 85% don't go to page 2. They're going to look at the top 10 results and pick a company from there. And so these other ones, Disaster 1, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 40, you're 16, so that puts you in the middle of the second page. And then your own name, 911 Restoration, I guess it's a version of your name, Inc. 30 people search it, and this one for your own name, you guys are ranked 20, so that puts you at the bottom of the second page. What this means, people who search you by name, they know who you are, and what that means is they're probably your referrals, right? Or maybe they saw your signs, maybe they saw your trucks, maybe a neighbor who you did some work for them said, oh yeah, 911 did this, or 911 Restoration did this, or 911 Restoration Fayetteville did this. And so maybe that's how they were kind of referred over to you. But just to give you guys a quick example, I want to run over to one of the competitors, Blue Ribbon Roofing. And they do specialize in roofing, probably not everything you guys do. But, just kind of showing you the numbers here. Here's their business name here, Blue Ribbon Roofing. Oh, somebody doesn't want to highlight here. But Superior Services Fayetteville Roofer, it does have a keyword here as well. And they're having about, all right, so they have about 62 referring domains, send them back about 443 links to their site. And they have about 107 keywords or key phrases. These are what bring the visitors in. Like I said, and these are example like Roofing Fayetteville, North Carolina, and they're getting about 100 visitors to their site every single month. So we can actually take a look at their keywords and kind of see where their visitors are coming from. First thing we see is their business name, Blue Ribbon Roofing. 100 people do search them by name, and they're in the first position for that. So what that means is they're going to get the largest percentage. And when someone searches you by name, like we said, they're looking for you, so they should be able to find you. But you also want to bring in those new customers, because this is more of the referrals. So Roofing Fayetteville, North Carolina, 300 people do search them exactly, or search this phrase exactly like this. And for this one, they're number 5. Roofer Fayetteville, North Carolina, 200 more. They're number 6. Roofers in Fayetteville, so slight difference there, 150, number 8. We could keep going, but like I said, if you go all the way down, they're in the top 10 for all of these. And that's really where they're going to get all of their visitors from. So with you guys, I know your site looks really good. It's just, I don't know how new your site is too, because maybe it's just a matter of it hasn't started ranking as much yet. But having 3 visitors for, for your site, obviously I'm sure you guys, would like a few more. So honestly, if we added 3 to 4 keywords and got them ranked in the top 5, we could easily expect to get about 100 more visitors to your site. And 100 visitors would probably come out to be about 50 phone calls. And then of those 50, even if we said it was only 20 phone calls out of the 100, right? We could probably suggest maybe 10 of those would turn into estimates. And of those 10, you'd probably say 50%, but let's just say you land 2 deals off those 10. That would be 2 per month, right? And if you say, oh, we could do at least 40%, that would be 4 per month, 1 per week. Do you guys want to hear more information? Let's set up a 10-minute phone call. But thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.